Hey everyone, it's Sergey Diedrich, the inventor of the Silly Spiel. I'm going to walk you through all of the cards in this pack so you have all the information you need to play your own Silly Spiel. Shelter in place, rocks on the house are removed from play. Effectively, we're not playing with any cards in this end, so make sure you get those rocks in the house. It's time for a broom sack, but not in the way you think. Just in this end, no brooms are allowed for any reason. Calling shots, sweeping, delivering a stone, put them away. If you play bean bags, cornhole, whatever you call it, this end is for you. We're playing bags rules. All rocks that are in the house are going to be considered for scoring. But if you have something that's completely in that 4-foot, make sure to remove it from play. Count that as 2 points. Set it off to the side. Turn the handle so that you know you're scoring 2 points. All points will cancel at the end of this end. So no matter how close you are to the middle, as long as they're in the house, you could be scoring. It's time to shuffle up the order in which you're throwing this end. You're going to randomly draw cards to determine which rocks are going to be thrown at which time. A lot of scenarios can play out in this end. You can have a team throw all of their rocks before the other team even gets a chance to throw. You can have someone throwing back-to-back rocks. Because it's random, we want to keep the pace of play. No sweeping in this end. Only the skips can sweep beyond the hog line nearest the house. When it comes to the skip zones, they're going to be thrown in the proper order, and normal sweeping rules will apply. It's time to phone it in. All shots are going to be called by the person in the hack as they're about to throw their rock. Yell down to your skip, let them know what you want to throw, and they have to abide. Ring of Fire. Any rock that comes to rest in the house and is touching a red ring is burned, and it's going to be removed from play. If you play at a club that doesn't have a red ring, then the 4-foot ring is on fire. It's time to play the short game. You're going to deliver your rocks to the near house. 1 foot must always be in the hack when you are delivering your rock, and they must be delivered into the house. You are not allowed to take out any of your opponent's rocks. If you do, the opponent's rock is then moved to the end of the line to be re-delivered at the end of the end, and the rock that hit it out is removed from play. It's a sticky situation in this end as all rocks must be delivered with a delivery stick. If your club doesn't have delivery sticks available, then you can use your broom as a stick to deliver rocks this end. As rever or reverse, that means you're just going to be reversing your rolls this end. So leads are going to be calling shots and throwing skip rocks. Skips, you're going to have to throw those lead rocks, so hopefully you got your guard weight down. It's a cliffhanger. We're moving that back line to the T line, so any rock that goes completely over the T line is going to be removed from play. The pin stays the same, so you're going to have to really hone in that front of the house in order to score this end. It's the piglet line. That means we're moving that hog line for delivery up a bit. You have to let go of your rock before you approach the T line, otherwise it is a burned rock. If you have a club that has mixed double curling markers on your ice, this end is for you. We're going to be using the center line, center marker to be the pin for this end. It's going to be a little harder to determine which rocks are closer, so do your best. And if you don't have the markings, you can determine a spot that's about 7.5 feet in front of the house, or just redraw. That's probably the easier thing to do. We're living on the edge in this end as the pin is the intersection of the center line and the back line, but it's still the house that is considered for scoring. So anything that goes completely over that back line is still removed from play. It's time to take a little trip as we do some crosstown traffic. You're going to be playing to the adjacent sheets far house for this end, which means you're going to be throwing diagonally, and you're going to be throwing it a little bit farther than you are used to. So if you have a sheet available to your side, you can throw over to that sheet. If you don't, you're probably going to have to redraw this card for this end. We're playing with a tiny house this end. The 12-foot ring is no longer considered part of the house, so everything must be at least touching the 8-foot ring to be considered for scoring. No one's ever missed a shot from the viewing area, and we're going to put that theory to test with the armchair skip. All the skips must call their shots and communicate them to a surrogate onto the ice. They can do this by calling them on a phone, they can use some hand signals, whatever they want to do. The only rule is the skips cannot be on the ice for this end until they throw their rocks. Let's talk skip cards, starting with Mulligan. If you see a bad shot coming your way as a skip, you can play this card before it reaches the hog line, and you can have your teammate rethrow their shot. It's time to get up close and personal. For this next shot, you can have your teammate throw their rock from the hog line right in front of the house. They can be on any part of the hog line when they deliver. It's the bomb card. Designate the rock you're about to throw as the bomb, and any rock that comes into contact with it, whether that is when it's being delivered or when it's at rest, any rock that comes in contact with the bomb is immediately removed from play. If two bombs come into contact with each other, all rocks on the ice are removed from play. It's the sledgehammer card. If you play this card, you can actually play the last rock of the end, so if you're the team that didn't have the hammer, you can use this to steal the hammer, and if you did have the hammer, it might be an opportunity to steal another shot in the end to try to pick up another point. Whoever decides to play their sledgehammer card first gets to play the sledgehammer first. Multiple sledgehammers can be played in that end. Any rock that's been removed from play can be used for your sledgehammer shot at the end of the end. Thanks for watching and learning more about the cards within the Silly Spiel. Remember, all rules of curling are in effect unless otherwise stated by the card, and there's no free guard zone rules in play when you are Silly Spieling. If you have any issues with any of the cards because you don't know what they mean, just redraw. It's fine. I won't get my feelings hurt. Go out there, have some fun. We'll see you soon at the Silly Spiel.